Chad, this past weekend, I got an Airbnb, mostly to have a weekend with Cutie, but also, you know, we had a couple couples over. It's like a couples retreat on the beach, you know, to hang out with my girlfriend who I rejected for a month to stream to you fucks.
You're so nice to me. I would hug you and kiss you all in the face if you weren't on this fucking camera 24 hours a day.
Those smooches, I keep it for Chad.
I had the idea to rent out a boat. Only one boat was available during the morning, one day in advance, and it was an 85-foot yacht. So we go out, we drive a little further south into Laguna Beach. I'll show you it on Google Maps. I just dropped my marker and I'm on a yacht. Okay. Well, this wasn't our yacht, but yeah. Putting some sunscreen on. Very cool. Very cool. And so this is where we were the whole day. And it was cool because I didn't realize, but apparently an 85-foot yacht is a big deal. When we would drive by people, everybody would be like, yeah, yeah. And they would like wave at us, and then everyone would pog champ at the boat, which made me feel cool. A-Truck at one point took a nap. Ari was like a little bit buzzed, and she would go to the top of the boat and dance for people who would applause her. She was living the good life. They were like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, what's up? What's up? Yeah, it's me on this big boat. And they're like, yeah, you're on a big boat. She's like, yeah, I'm on a big fucking boat. I'm on the biggest boat you ever seen in your life. Yeah, the biggest boat, woo! I trucked the whole time. Schnoozed. I think I have a picture of the boat. It's just a crazy boat. It was kind of cool. It's like something you're supposed to live in. Like you get this, look at this. This is like a fucking house. I already told you guys this, but I got an Airbnb in Malibu. And this Airbnb was dope because it was literally beachfront. This is the view next to the door. That's the ocean, which is crazy. I booked this Airbnb not through Airbnb. It was actually like a little different. I actually think it's some weird underground conspiracy shit, because get this. On Zillow, the house that we were staying at was only worth $500,000. Sold this year. And I'm like, what? We are talking about on Pacific Coast Highway, one of the most famous highways in all of America, literally staring out at the Pacific Ocean in Malibu with a fully renovated place. I mean, it's not like this place was run down. It's fully renovated. And I looked at every other house in the area, and they're all like $3-4 million. And they have their own private beach. I don't know if I can find it here, but basically there's like one rusty gate on the street. Like something like this. And you'd think nothing of it. But then if you open up the gate, it's a private beach for all the homeowners. The owners of this Airbnb were like, hey, just so you know, you can have 6 people, but just make sure to be like kind of chill. The neighbors can be kind of fussy, but just ignore them. So we go to this private beach. Most people are just kind of lying down and bathing, sunbathing. I'm playing bocce. I'm crushing, mind you. I'm the best bocce player to ever do it. I take Stans for all he's worth. I take Atrioc for all he's worth. Absolutely put them in the dirt. Anyway, there's this family behind us, and they lived at the house across from us. And so I get a text from the owner of the house. Please leave the beach immediately. The family is complaining about your noise levels and swearing. This is my livelihood, Ludwig. And I'm like, what do you mean? All I'm trying to do is hang out at the beach with my friends. I don't think I'm getting anything too crazy here. Next day, I get a text from the lady. Apparently, they were running an illegal rental of their unit because I think the homeowners association doesn't allow people in this area to rent out. And so it wasn't even anything I had done wrong. It was more like they weren't allowed to operate this business, but they were. And because we went on the beach, we outed them. Not only that, but this is where I get conspiracy theory about this. There was also one room in the house that said owner's room, do not enter. And it was locked. And the light was on the entire time. So I think they were secretly living in there, renting it out to random people who want a weekend in Malibu to pay for the mortgage illegally. All the time reverse parasiting renters. Because every other house is 6x the worth. It doesn't add up. How did they buy this house for $500K? They were really incompetent though, because they had on their rule sheet, they had a giant list of rules you had to follow for checkout. Like if you left the AC or the heat on, you would pay $500. So I followed it to the T. And one of it was put all sheets and towels on the kitchen counter before you leave. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. So that way they can clean it all and know what was used, what wasn't used. So I'm doing all that, but I not only put my sheets and my towels, I also put like my comforter, like the blanket. I get an email from them not 2 days ago, irate. Dear Mr. Ogren, after you checked out, the cleaning crew went in and saw that you had a bunch of pillows, comforters, and blankets and sheets all over the house. They were on the kitchen table specifically. Some comforters were wet and stained to the point that one of the crew members had to hand wash the stained areas. I don't know about that. I don't know. Maybe A-Truck peed on one. We're also missing a pillow. Anyway, we request you pay us $1,500 of additional expenses. Then the other lady who runs this doubles down. She goes, Ludwig, I am hoping you won't let me down. And then she dropped a selfie. This is the exact email I received. Dropped a selfie. Why? Why did you drop a selfie in your email? I don't know what that's all about. Anyway, I reply, I said, per your rules, we put all sheets and blankets on the kitchen counter. I assumed you would want to make sure everything was clean per COVID protocol. That's what I said. They finally get back to me actually this morning and they say, yes, it is true. You should put all used sheets off the bed and pile them along with dirty towels on the kitchen for laundry. However, in your case, it was not just the sheets and the towels, but blankets, throws, and comforters, mostly wet and stained, scattered all over the floor. And then they said, in addition, we had to deal with the neighbors' complaints regarding rowdy and loud teenagers on the beach. I was the youngest person there. I'm 25 years old. He's age checking me. I believe it will be an honorable gesture on your part to make it up to us and pay the requested fee. An honorable gesture. I have 2 honorable gestures waiting for you guys to come and get whenever you are ready. Are you out of your mind? All right, I'm going to reply. As far as stains, we are unfamiliar with what you are referencing. Then I say this because they chump checked our age. Teenagers cannot and should, all caps and bold, not be allowed to rent units. We are in our 30s. Atrioc, he's old enough that he averages out the means. Sorry again to hear about your pillow. I believe the right thing to do is put this behind us. Ludwig. And then I'm going to attach a selfie. And done. Uh-oh.